Terror strikes Canary waters. Surfer mauled in rare shark attack off Canary Island. Deep lake wounds reported near Fuerteventura. A surfer was viciously bitten in a rare but terrifying shark attack near the shores of Fuerteventura, the second largest island in Spain's Canary Island, a popular holiday destination for British tourists. The shocking incident occurred on Sunday as the man was engaged in a downwind foiling session, an advanced water sport involving hydrofoil board that lifts the surfer above the surface of the sea. Let's get into the thick of it in today's AI podcast episode.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're here to cut through the noise, get you the insights from the material you've shared. Today, we're looking at a place many think of for relaxing holidays, sun, beaches.
Yeah.
The Canary Islands, specifically Fuerteventura. It's a dream spot, right? But that picture got a bit shaken recently. There was the shark attack. Involved a surfer. It's really alarming and very, very unusual for the area. We've got the details on the incident, the history, the reaction. So our mission today is to unpack all of that for you. Okay, so let's dig into the specifics. What exactly happened? It was a Sunday, happened about 2 miles off Fuerteventura's coast, near Los Molinos. That's on the western side of the island. And the guy involved wasn't just surfing, he was downwind foiling. It's quite an advanced thing,
Yeah.
where the board uses a hydrofoil to lift the surfer, like right out of the water.
Yeah, it gives that kind of flying effect.
Exactly. So apparently the shark hit the board first, then it bit the surfer's leg.
Oh, huge.
Yeah. And there was video footage. Antena 3 in Spain aired it. It showed, well, pretty deep gashes, looked alarming, just above his knee. But here's the thing, and it's kind of remarkable. He actually managed to get back to shore by himself.
Really? After being bitten?
Yeah. How exactly? The details aren't clear. But he made it back without needing rescue right then.
Wow.
Witnesses, though, they described, panic, fear spreading. Understandable, really.
Yeah.
Especially since Los Molinos is a known surf spot. Lots of tourists around, too.
Right. And that brings us to the crucial context here. Because these kinds of attacks, they're incredibly rare in the Canaries.
Yeah.
Statistically, almost negligible.
Extremely rare, okay.
But, and this is the interesting part, even though they're rare, just sightings have caused worry before.
Okay. So it's not completely out of the blue that people get concerned.
Exactly. Fuerteventura itself, they've actually shut down beaches before, temporarily, because sharks were spotted too close to shore.
Right.
And just last year, wasn't it March? Playa Blanca in Las Palmas, similar situation. High alert because of shark activity nearby. And, we have to mention, tragically, there was a fatal incident, though slightly different circumstances, last September. A German woman, she was sailing on a British catamaran near the Western Sahara, so off the Canaries. A shark bit her leg quite severely. She was taken to hospital in Las Palmas, but sadly didn't survive.
Gosh. So while an actual attack like this surfer experienced is rare, the potential, however small, for serious encounters does exist in the wider region.
Precisely. It highlights that tension between the statistical near impossibility and the very real fear factor when something does happen.
Yeah, that difference between the stats and how people feel the perceived risk.
Yeah.
That's huge, especially with something so visual and, frankly, terrifying. What's striking now is the response from officials, or maybe the lack of an immediate visible response. Sources say local authorities haven't confirmed things like, shutting beaches down this time or sending out more patrols. Not yet, anyway. Marine authorities, they say they're monitoring, urging caution. But the main message is still that the waters are generally considered safe. For swimmers, for surfers, how do they manage that? Telling people it's safe right after something like this happens, especially for tourism.
Well, that's the tightrope they walk, isn't it? It's a massive challenge. This one event, it immediately shapes how people feel. Locals, tourists, they're waiting for updates, for reassurance. For the authorities, it's about balancing things. You have to keep confidence up for tourism. It's vital economically. That relies on the place feeling safe. But you also have to acknowledge and respond to a serious incident, even if it's a one-off.
It's a statistical outlier.
Exactly. But the psychological impact, that can completely swamp the data. A scary video, first-hand account, that often hits harder than years of safety statistics. It becomes about managing the feeling of risk, just as much as the actual tiny statistical risk.
So wrapping this up, what's the takeaway for you listening? We've looked deep into this really vivid, quite frightening incident, a surfer mauled. But it happened in a place, Fuerteventura, where this sort of thing is, exceptionally rare. It's a stark reminder, isn't it? How one event can just trigger all these concerns again. Even when the overall safety record is good, it taps into something deep. psychologically.
Yeah, and zooming out a bit, you see how even a single rare event like this has a huge ripple effect, especially in popular tourist zones. It really throws a spotlight on that constant balancing act for authorities, keeping things genuinely safe versus managing public fear. And public fear doesn't always follow the logic of statistics, you know?
Absolutely. Which leaves us with a final thought to chew on. The marine authorities, they keep saying the waters are generally safe, even right after this dramatic attack. So what does safe truly mean in a place where these rare but high-impact, frightening events can still happen? And maybe more importantly, how do we personally navigate that? The psychological weight of knowing these things can occur, even if rarely, in places we love to visit. How does our perception square with the data? Something to think about.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, one more question. Would this incident make you reconsider water sports or swimming in the Canary Islands? Why or why not? Don't forget to comment it. Thanks.